Alright boys, so this is a quick tutorial on how to bypass your HWID ban in Call of Duty Cold War or Warzone. Now, before we even get started, I first off want to say that you guys will need to have a spoofer or at least our spoofer. If you don't have our spoofer, then you can always get it from the link in the description below. The prices are pretty alright, and you'll definitely get a lifetime support as well. Now, before we even start spoofing, we don't really have a cleaner for Call of Duty, and I'm pretty sure there is no other cleaner, at least that I know, that can clean tracer files for Call of Duty. So something that's very important is that you guys install a fresh Windows copy and format all the drives that you had on your computer. Now, this does mean that you will probably be losing most of your data, but you can still save them up in a different directory which you're not going to be formatting, and you can still save some important files if you have any on your computer. So let's suppose you have already spoofed, and just in case if you guys don't know how to reinstall Windows, jump into the Discord and go in pre-sale questions. You'll find this link to the YouTube video which pretty much explains how you can reinstall Windows or perhaps also downgrade, and that's going to be our second step. So in order to be able to run our spoofer, you need to be running the Windows version of 1909 or 1903, 1809, or 1803. In order to check which Windows version you're running, you have to type in Windows where or Windows WinWhere into the run, which you can start by pressing Windows R, and you can check it out. And obviously it's going to be 1909 because that's the latest build that we support with our spoofer, and it's the most stable for us. And that is going to be it. Now everything is done perfectly over until now. The next thing that you want to do is obviously you want to start spoofing. Now, before you even start spoofing, I want to make a couple things clear. Now, there are a couple videos on the internet, on YouTube, of some spoofers that are telling you that using their spoofer will unban your banned accounts and all that shit. That's all bullshit. Like, it doesn't work like that. If Call of Duty banned an account, there is nothing you can do about it. Like, there's no way to recover your banned accounts. The only thing you can do is play on another account, and spoofing is going to prevent you from getting banned on that account because of your ban history. Now, if you plan on running a VPN, then please make sure that you do not have the VPN running before you spoof. You want the VPN to be completely closed down from the processes. You can go in Task Manager and shut it down completely, because it's going to be adding another virtual network adapter, which you don't want. Now, if you're not sure if that's the case or not, you can just follow the steps that I did, and you will see that I do have a VPN, but I have it disabled. If I run the VPN, it's not going to be disabled, it's going to be enabled but not connected, and that's what we don't want before we spoof. One more and last thing before we start spoofing is, if you plan on using any kind of cheats in the game, then make sure you inject the cheats before you spoof, because it's very important for you to do that, as many cheat providers, they use a hardware ID lock, which means that after you spoof, you won't be able to log into the cheat, or you won't be able to inject the cheat anymore. So once you have done all of that, then you want to run the serial checker.bat. That is what I like to do myself. So I already have like one process of this running, so I can also run one after I spoofed in order to compare the serials. So these are my current serials right now. These are my original serials, and then we're going to jump straight into the spoofing. For that, you run the weird named program. It's like that on purpose to prevent any kind of detection. You enter your license key and then you press enter. Now, if this pops up, nothing to worry about. You just restart again. It sometimes happens when Alt-GG doesn't really play along. You enter the license key and it's going to run the spoofer. Now, all you want to do for Call of Duty is you want to check mark Call of Duty and you want to start spoofing. Now, it's going to take 10 to 15 seconds in order to spoof properly for Call of Duty, and it's going to say that the spoofing has been completed. Now just allow this real quick and check again. Now there are occasions where your spoofer isn't going to spoof, and that's totally normal. all you need to do is restart your computer and try again. Now you can already see that all these serials have been changed: baseboard, default string, filled by OEM, and then you can see our disk drives have been spoofed. They have been assigned a different serials, and our physical address has also been changed. So spoofing has been successful, but before we even start the game, we want to do one more thing. We want to prevent any kind of errors from happening during the loading screen in Warzone. So for that, what you want to do is you want to run the spoofer again. You want to go to MISC, turn this on, and fix errors, and it says fix successfully. That's it. Now you can jump into your game. Oh, and if you are using the same IP, then of course you need to run a VPN. Now, about the same IP, it's very simple to find out if you have a dynamic or a static IP. I'm going to explain that real quick in this video as well. Dynamic IP is an IP that changes more often. Now, depending on where you're from, I'm from Germany. So in Germany, if I unplug my modem, my internet modem, for 10 seconds and plug the power back in, it's going to reconnect to the internet and assign me a new IP. Now, it isn't like that in other countries due to the regulations of internet laws over there. So for those people who do not have a dynamic IP, you will have to use a VPN. So make sure you guys are running a VPN. If you do need one, you can always just hop in the Discord, and I'll give you guys a free license key to a premium VPN, and you guys should be good to go. If you have any more questions, feel free to DM. If you guys want to purchase the spoofer, make sure you watch the links in the description below and join our Discord. Peace.